The struggle of Christmas. Welcome to the Hopefulist with me, Wendy McClure. This is where we turn those nasty, negative thoughts into positive and work toward a happy, fulfilled life. Now, let's get started. Hello. Thank you so much for joining me today on the Hopefulist. Today we are going to start out with, as always, the quote of the day. And it ties right into the topic for today. Today I'm going to be talking about people who don't necessarily love Christmas. What? Is that possible? Who? Come on now. It's true. The quote of the day. Our realities are make-believe. Whatever we make ourselves believe, we experience. So if you go into the Christmas season being a Grinch and thinking, I hate the holidays, you're definitely going to hate the holidays. But if you switch it, flip it, make it a little bit more about focusing on what you do enjoy in order to downplay what you don't enjoy, you can have a totally different experience. It's not really what I'm focusing on the topic, though. I really am talking about ways that you can make the holiday season a little bit more brighter for you if you are one of those people who just do not like the holidays. Again, I can't imagine it. But you know me. I am the Christmas crazy lady. I love Christmas. And we're in the thick of it now, people. We are in the thick of it. I wanted to go over a little bit of some of the things that are in my gratitude journal. We haven't done this in a while, where we just talk about the things that we are grateful for. Now, if you've been following along, I have had a goal this year of not putting on any weight through the holidays, which I do every year. Not only do I put on weight through the holidays, I usually put on a significant amount of weight. And I do it every year. I mean, every year. And apparently it's not just me. I know it's common for people to put on a few pounds, but I'm putting on like 10, 15, sometimes 20 pounds from, let's say, November to January 1st. Most of that is through Thanksgiving, through Christmas, because every year I get this theory. And when it started really getting bad the year that my mother passed away. My mother passed away right after Thanksgiving. It'll be 4 years now. And I just decided that year that I was going to do whatever I wanted. Have whatever I wanted. I wasn't going to deny myself anything. And I put on 20 pounds. 20 pounds. And then it became this cycle. This cycle of where every January I had 15 to 20 pounds I needed to lose. Sometimes 25, sometimes 30. So I would spend all the winter, all of the spring losing weight. Luckily, I was able to lose weight. Not always as much as I had hoped. But I was usually always able to get at least 10 or 15 pounds off. I would start creeping back up in the summertime because I love my burgers and I love my dogs. And I love me some potato salad. So I'd have a lot of that through the summer. And then, once fall hits, it's football season. Wings, chili. It's cooler. You got the comfort foods. Meatloaf. Stick to your ribs. Mac and cheese. Oh, it's all so good. So my goal for this year was to wake up January 1st and not have put on any weight. And as I was saying before, I was listening to a podcast recently about a guy who said he had run into somebody at a hotel gym that he knew of. He was a business guy. He knew of him. They knew of each other, so they started talking. And the one was like a medical doctor, but, was there for like a business conference. And so they're on the treadmill together. And he says to him, listen, I need some advice. He goes, every year in January, I need to lose 10 pounds. What do you think the best way for me to lose that 10 pounds in January? And he says, the guy looks at me, he goes, well, you look pretty fit. You look okay. He goes, why do you think you need to lose 10 pounds? He goes, oh, no. I don't need to lose yet, but I'm going to put on 10 pounds over the holidays. I do every year. And I'm like, oh, it's not just me. So it probably won't come as a shock to you as to what the doctor said. He said, how about you don't put on 10 pounds over the holidays? How about we avoid that this year and you don't have to start the year losing 10 pounds? So that has been my goal. Now, like I said, we've got 2 weeks to go to Christmas. Technically, we've got less than 2 weeks to go to Christmas. Next weekend, it's really when it starts hitting big, Next Monday, a week from today, I have 2 parties in one day. I have a potluck with my pickleball peeps, and then I have a Christmas gathering with my small book club. So that's a day that I'm going to give myself. I'm going to give myself to indulge in all of the things, to taste all of the stuff that I want to taste and not worry about the calories, not worry about the health effects, what have you. It's one day. So with that in mind, weekends are the toughest for me, and I think that it's tough for a lot of people, the weekends. So this weekend, I was like, staying on track, keeping up with my health goals, going to stay on course. And I did. I indulged a little bit here and there. I had a half a pumpkin muffin. I had a drink here and there. Didn't overindulge. I indulged, but I didn't overindulge. And guess what? I woke up this morning down half a pound. I got through the weekend with not only not gaining, but I lost a half a pound. Yay me! So that was one of the things I was grateful for from over the weekend. The other was, as I was scrolling through my emails, and typically I just delete. I get so many emails. I mean, I know that we all do, but I have like 4 email accounts, and I feel like half my day is spent just delete. So it was lucky that this one caught my eye. It was from Kohl's, 40% off coupon for yesterday only. Ho, 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 ho. Well, guess who just added some shopping to their day? That's right, it was me. So I get to Kohl's and I'm doing some shopping, and it's funny because it's actually just there earlier this week because I had a 30% off coupon, which now just pales in comparison to the 40% off coupon, right? So I had a 30% off coupon, and I didn't really buy that much. Didn't find a whole bunch of stuff that I wanted, but they did have my favorite Yankee candles. Buy one, get one free. Now, Yankee candles have always been expensive, but the price of these bad boys have skyrocketed. They are $30.99 now for a tumbler. A lot of money. I typically go to Kohl's for my Yankee candles. I have a habit of saving my Kohl's cash when I get it and then going back and buying Yankee candles because a lot of times they'll be 25% off. So there's 25% off the candles, plus I typically only go with a 30% off coupon, another 30% off that, and then they're not that bad, right? So I did have to pay full price. So it was $31 for the candle, but it was buy one, get one free. So you knock that down, that comes out to $15.99 a piece, plus my 30% off. Then I ended up paying about $12 for each candle. So when I got my 40% off, I knew those candles were still buy one, get one free. So I went back to get some as gifts. Candles are an awesome gift. They really are. They're for everyone. Everyone loves candles, a nice scented candle. And Yankee, I'm sorry, they are the best. I have bought all of the candles, and Yankee candles are the best. There is another one that I do like. My friend Tracy always gets me one for Christmas. It's got a wooden wick, and it makes like a crackling noise, almost like it's a fire. That one's pretty cool too. Excuse me. So I was grateful for my 40% off coupon. I got a couple of other things that I didn't need, but I wanted. So I got Tucker a little early Christmas present, and now she's walking towards me with it right now. It's a cute little reindeer. Oh, she's so adorable. We have this term in our house where we say Tucker is at her peak cuteness, which is right about now. She's totally fluffed over. She's got hair everywhere. She's getting groomed on Thursday. But we often joke that, she's so cute. And then one day, the next day, she just looks homeless. She goes from peak cuteness to looking like she's homeless. So she's still at peak cuteness. She will be getting groomed. She will get a heavier sweater come Thursday. She's getting her hair done. I'm getting my hair done. That's right. We are going to look pretty for the holidays. All of us. The whole family. So just wanted to tell you a couple of things that I was grateful for over this past weekend because, life has been good lately for me. And, I have to credit it with just turning my thoughts around, with transforming my negative thoughts into positive, to focusing on what I have instead of what I don't have. And honestly, that is why I do this. I want you, if you were anything like me, the waking up every day, the just going through the motions, living for the weekend, and even that's not that great. You can wake up every day and be excited about the day. You can wake up and have so much to look forward to. You can wake up filled with a sense of purpose and joy about doing what you feel you are meant to do. And that is what I can help you figure out with personal positivity training. We'll talk a little bit more about that later. So on to the topic of the day. Yeah, the struggle of Christmas. Yeah, it's hard for me to imagine. I am the Christmas crazy lady, as I mentioned, but there are some people that don't enjoy the holidays or even look forward to them. They think about the impending holiday with dread and drudgery. Oh, no. I've been putting a lot of thought into why I love Christmas so much lately. Now, I think it goes back to the fact that even though I was single for many years, didn't get married till I was 41, so I was single for many years in my adulthood, my mother always made sure Christmas was special for me. I would spend the night at her house every Christmas Eve, wake up to presents under the tree, a stuffed stocking. Now, I know that this is the season of giving. And as much as I love to give gifts, because I do, I love giving gifts. I love to get them too. I'm still like a little kid that way. My face just lights up when somebody says, "Oh, I have something for you." I'm like, "You do? You do?" Now, the more thought I put into it, though, I think that the reason that I love Christmas so much is because it was just a time when someone, my mother, went out of their way to make me feel special. Up until I got married, it may have been the only time I was made to feel special. But I know that some people aren't as lucky as me, so they don't have that warm, excited feeling for the holidays. Before I came along, my husband would wake up on Christmas morning at his house with no gifts and nothing to make the day stand out from any other day. I couldn't even imagine that. I know a lot of people do. It makes me sad. It makes me sadder than the people, usually. It's one of the reasons I try to make Christmas special for my husband every year, kind of making up for all of those years in the past. Now, if this is your situation and you're okay with it, then good for you. But if you think that you would enjoy maybe waking up on Christmas morning and having it be a little bit more special than all the other days of the years, that is, my advice, spend Christmas Eve with loved ones. Ask if you can be part of someone else's Christmas morning, especially if they have young children. Because there is nothing like watching the magic of Christmas through the eyes of the young who are caught up in the spirit. Am I right? Now, I did this in my 30s. There was one year when my mother and I weren't speaking, so my cousin invited me to spend Christmas morning with his wife and young daughter. It was a Christmas morning I'll never forget, watching her joy and excitement, finding a pile of gifts under the tree in the morning. Now, it's important for people like me who don't have kids of their own to watch other children. It reminds you of your own childhood and how excited you were on Christmas morning. And that's the part to me that is truly magical. Now, that same cousin is divorced and his daughter is about to graduate high school. Oh, yes, the time is a-flying. Now, once him and his wife split, my husband and I decided to spend Christmas Eve night there. Now, it really started out as a convenience because we don't live close to family. We live about an hour and a half away, which is not terrible, but to go back and forth a couple of days in a row, it's just, we had traditions on Christmas Eve and then, of course, on Christmas Day. So it was a lot to go up for Christmas Eve night, come back home, go back in the morning. So we just decided to stay there with him. Now, when we woke up that first Christmas morning that we decided to stay with him, he had a pile of gifts for my husband and I as well as his daughter. Well, I was hooked after that, so that is where we spend Christmas morning every year, and he spoils me rotten. I got to tell you, he gets a lot of stuff for me and my husband, and it just makes it more fun for me. It's fun because I have someone extra to buy for and spoil with gifts I hope they will enjoy. Yes, I get more presents too, but I know it's not about that. Doesn't take away my love of the presents. Then we all get to watch his daughter open gift after gift after gift and hope she gets finished by noon when she goes to her mom's. It's been close a couple of times. I got to tell you, that girl gets a lot. But maybe you don't care about any of that. I can't imagine it, but maybe you don't. If that is the case, then just plan the most amazing Christmas morning for yourself, however that looks for you. Sleep in late, make your favorite food for breakfast, get yourself some fancy coffee or tea, maybe a nice long leisurely bath to start your day. Watch your favorite shows on TV or check out a new movie you've been wanting to see, or just sit and chill doing whatever you want. My husband and I had a lazy weekend this weekend, and I often go on and on and on about going out and making memories and doing things that will stand out. Sitting around watching TV is not one of them. Sitting around is not something that you will remember. But I do got to tell you, I have this game that I play on my phone. I've mentioned it before. I'm a little addicted. I spent most of the weekend playing that game, reading my book. Yeah, and that's about it. It was awesome. We watched movies. We watched Elf over the weekend. We watched another Christmas movie over the weekend. It was fantastic. You don't always have to be doing something at all times. Sometimes it's okay to just kick back, relax, and do what you want in the moment. So, keep all of that in mind. You don't have to be doing things all the time. Try to take in some of the things that you can find joy in. Take a ride around the neighborhood. Look at the lights people have at their homes. Have a holiday cocktail. Drink some eggnog. Go to the mall. Yes, the mall. They have the best decorations. Take your time. Don't be rushed. Don't let other people's hurry and sometimes rudeness get to you. You're going there to soak in the Christmas spirit. Don't let other people ruin that for you. Bake your favorite cookies, give them out as gifts, or keep them all for yourself. You don't have to love Christmas to find joy in some of the traditions. Pick out the parts you do like and concentrate on them. Maybe it's a holiday movie you love to watch every year. So far, I mentioned we did Elf over the weekend. I've already seen Home Alone. We watched The Santa Claus. Get a cup of cocoa maybe. Drive around looking at the lights. Getting together with friends or parties. Love parties. Whatever it is, have the best possible attitude that you are going to enjoy yourself. Because let's go back to the quote of the day. Our realities are make-believe. Whatever we make ourselves believe, we experience. So if we go to a party with the theory that it's going to suck and you can't wait to get home, you're going to have a horrible time. But if you go with the attitude that, you know what, maybe, I'll just mingle a little bit, network, maybe try and introduce myself to some people. You have nothing to lose. I know some people are like, I'm not going to introduce myself to people I don't know. I do it all the time. Hi, I'm Wendy. I know the host by this, and this. That's all you got to do. They don't want to talk to you. It's usually pretty obvious. You walk away. You go to the next person. There's always somebody that wants to talk to you. Trust me, especially if you want to talk about them. So what do you do? How do you know the host? Oh my gosh. Do you have kids? People love talking about themselves. Bake your favorite cookies. Give them out as gifts. Keep them all for yourself. I think that I just said that. I'm sorry. Last but not least, buy your own darn Christmas presents. If you don't typically splurge on other people, then splurge on yourself. You are worth it. You are special, and you deserve to be made to feel special. Never forget that. So the Hopefulist, that's me, wishes you the most joyous holiday of all. We will be back next week for our little Christmas gathering. There may be a special guest in the mix. That's right. You don't want to miss it. I do hope it's your best Christmas yet. Focus on what you love about the season instead of what you don't. It's really always that simple. It's not always easy, but it is that simple. Don't forget, I offer personal positivity training. If this is an area you think you can improve in, I can help. I will tell you the tried and true tools and methods that help turn this lifelong pessimist into the hopefulist. Consider gifting a 5-week program to the Grinch in your life. Contact me now for more information. Do I sound like a TV commercial? That's what I was going for. If you like this episode, please leave a review, hit the follow or subscribe button, and share with your friends. I will be most grateful. Thank you for tuning in today. Now go out there and have the most badass Christmas ever. I'm cheering you on. Thank you for listening to The Hopefulist. Now, don't you feel good? Make sure you come back next week. See you then.